As the lights dim and you're sitting next to someone that you fancy and maybe is your long-term partner and you're just about to be immersed in this new world, nothing beats that feeling. A few things are more romantic than taking your significant other or a date to the theater. There's something about theater that is so magical and special, and a lot of stories are about love. I've picked 3 shows that are currently on the run in London for a fabulous date night. Are you ready for it? Before I tell you about my 3 shows, hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. This musical follows the exact storyline from Baz Luhrmann's movie that you might have watched. In the musical, they added some really cool hits, pop songs that you will definitely be familiar with. And I'm talking Elton John, Katy Perry, Sia, Rihanna. Do I need to say more? So all of these songs have really nicely been weaved into the story to help convey characters' narrative. It is a proper, I'd say, pop musical. So if you're not into musical 100% to go and see something that is completely new to you, this would be a great musical for you to go and see with your date. It is very bohemian and extravagant musical when it comes to the costumes and choreographies, and just overall being at the theater and seeing the set is enough to take you to a different place. The musical is happening at the Piccadilly Theatre, which is located near Piccadilly Circus Station. This is a very vibrant area where lots of theatres are located, so you can also find lots of good restaurants around there, but do book in advance. The musical is on until the end of 2023, so you still have a few months to go and see it, depending on when you watch this video, but you should be still in a good position to find some good seats, especially if you book in advance. Tickets go for as low as 30 to 40 pounds according to the website, but I haven't managed to find that cheap of a ticket when I was going, so I think probably it's more realistic for you to expect to pay between 50 and 70 for an okay seat, and then anything above £100 for better seats. They do have a lottery as well that you can play, and you can then get tickets for £25, and they could be of really good quality in terms of the seats. If this sounds like your cup of tea, then you're sorted for your date. Money makes the world go round, the world go round the world. You probably heard of it. It is one of the most famous musicals, and it was first time performed in 1966. So it's been around for a while, but there is a reason for it. This musical has a really powerful story, and it is located in Berlin in 1930s, and it follows the narrative of 2 young lovers and their relationship, English cabaret performer Sally Bowles and an American writer, Clifford Bradshaw. And this is not the only story that matters in this musical, but I'm gonna save as much spoilers as possible in case you go and see it. The theater itself has been transformed into the Kit Kat Club, where this musical takes place. And when I say that the theater has been transformed, I'm not exaggerating. Things have been moved around so that the stage is at the very center of the theater and the seats are located around it and above it. And it is one of the few shows in London where you're not allowed to take pictures even when you enter into the theater. So I'm not talking about the performance. I'm just talking about when you sit down, you're not allowed to take any pictures. So it says a lot about it. There's a little bit of mystery involved. There is also a bit of a performance before the show starts. You can get some drinks. You can get tickets that are seated literally around the stage, and I think that these seats do come with an option of getting a dine-in VIP package of some sort where you can have some food before the show and then during the interval dessert or something like that. Obviously, these tickets are expensive, but if it's a special occasion and you want to treat your date, then it is a perfect one for you to go out and impress them. Tickets go for as low as, again, 30-ish to 40 pounds according to the website, but I've been to see this musical twice and both times I paid about 50-60 pounds, and this was for the cheapest ticket, so I was really kind of high up. But the good thing about this musical is that no matter where you sit, you're gonna get a good view of the stage just because the stage is at the very center. So there are very few things that can obstruct your view. So even if you can't splash for that VIP package, whichever seat you get, it will be a really, really nice experience. The musical lasts about 3 hours and it is at the Playhouse Theatre, which now is called Kit Kat Club. The nearest station is Embankment. So yeah, I think you have everything to plan your night. The Phantom of the Opera. This is a musical that performed for the first time in 1986. Ever since it premiered, it's been going strong and it has now been translated and performed in over 10 countries. So if this doesn't suggest that this is a good quality musical for you to see, I don't know what else does. This is a story that is located in the Paris Opera House, and it follows the journey of a masked musical genius who lives beneath the surface in the labyrinths of the opera and gets fascinated by a soprano, Christine, who is singing at the opera. This musical has some of the most beautiful costumes I've ever seen. It is really interesting and engaging. The set and the effects and the stage are just brilliant. And also music is really good. It is a really interesting blend between musical theater and opera, but again, it is intense in a way that the story is portrayed and conveyed, and it is a slightly darker story, but still it has so many of those light musical theater moments that even if you're not an opera fan or a musical theater fan, it is an experience on its own that I think you should go and see. This musical in London is performed at Her Majesty's Theatre. I believe that the closest station is still Piccadilly Circus, so it's a just short walk from there. The good thing about this musical is that it's been around for a while, so a lot of people have seen it and you have a better chance of securing slightly cheaper tickets but still really good seats. However, checking on the website, I've seen that the prices go for as low as 20-ish pounds all the way up to 200. So it really depends on your preferences. But I think that for about like 50, 60 pounds, you can get a decent seat. There's also quite a lot of offers that happen on a monthly basis for this musical. So just keep an eye on various third-party websites that you can check, such as the Datix, London Theatre, where maybe you can find some last-minute tickets or special offers to buy a slightly cheaper ticket if that is what you're after. Before you buy a ticket, I would strongly recommend that you go on Seat Plan and check the view from your seats so that you know if you're getting a good value for money before you purchase the ticket. Otherwise, I have done a couple of videos on finding affordable tickets in London, so check those out. And if you're looking overall for the shows that are not necessarily related to date night, I have a whole different video about the best shows to see in London. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you go on a date night and see some of these musicals, do let me know in the comments down below if you've enjoyed it.